14.
Yeah, 6 feet 2 inches tall, so he brings some height to the court. I think there was a time when we first started following Jannik Sinner, and I believe he was 6 feet 2 inches. But he's taller than that now, and you wonder...
How tall is he now?
I think he's 6'3", 6'4", and Fonseca, you feel, could go in the same direction by the time he hits his peak tennis years.
That start works for Fonseca.
First game.
Yeah, and he's going to, try and impose himself. Very heavy ball off the forehand. Very solid on the backhand side. I think the backhand is an improving shot. A very productive serve. I don't think it's the best serve he's going to have in his career now, but he's got sort of the building blocks in place for that to grow as a true weapon.
Second serve was a little bit in the first match against Kecmanovic. You could see that. Second serve.
Yep, that's another.
Could be an opening.
Yes, that's going to be another facet of his game that he needs to work on a bit. I mean, every player is working on something.
Tomas Machac.
What's Machac's biggest threat in this match to Fonseca?
I think it's going to be a combination of all of his weapons with his speed. It covers the court so well.
I was fascinated the other day in the Fonseca match to see how often he made sure he hit a forehand.
Yeah, it's the great Nick Bollettieri's philosophy. If you've got a great shot, hit it as often as you can. And that's pretty standard. And you can see here in the early goings, Machac is targeting the Fonseca backhand. If he's going to transition, if he's in the rally, try and avoid the forehand. If you go into the forehand, there's a Daniel Vacek. Well, he was a good player. Roland Garros doubles titleist.
Vacek continuing the tradition. Czechs coach Czechs.
Yes. Yeah, they like to keep it in the family, don't they? And that's what the cross-court shot can do for you. You win that cross-court battle, you got a little more space in this part of the court.
Game, Machac.
2 easy holds to start.
1 game on, first set.
Yeah, winning the Acapulco title this year, he beat Jakub Mensik, fellow Czech, in the first round. Some good wins over Brandon Nakashima, and in the finals it was Alejandro Davidovich Fokina, the Spaniard, who has missed getting over the line a few times this year in championship matches.
Well,
15
saw a women's match where their draw is eerily similar for Emma Navarro as Wimbledon, and those two Czechs could play, as you see. The improv sunblock there for Guillaume, but that's Franco Davin.
Franco Davin, former Juan Martín del Potro coach, who's come in as an advisor for the U.S. Open.
Do you know what I forgot until the other day? Was that there's Franco Davin. I mean, really, that's a Hall of Fame effort. He coached Gaston Gaudio to the Roland Garros title. If they build a second statue outside Chatrier, Franco Davin should be honored for that achievement.
Yeah, that's
Gaston
an effort.
Gaudio.
Gaston Gaudio, was that one of the last one-handed backhands, right, to win a major, other than Roger?
Stan
Wawrinka, right? I was thinking of Stan Smith. Had to go back that far. Yeah, that's heavy. Yeah, that's where you don't want to leave the ball. Fonseca's going to get his body weight on it. He's got good position. Natural power off that wing.
Forehand, so 3 easy holds leads by these two to start the match. Machac is really only the second year he's been in the quote-unquote big leagues. He was about 80 in the world at the start of last year. And that was stationed himself firmly as a top 25 guy.
Yeah, and he's the sort of player that doesn't come at you necessarily with these big weapons. He's a little bit more about positional power, getting himself on the baseline, striking in defense. Yeah, his movement, we've talked about it. It's very impactful, whether he's defending or attacking.
Machac lost second round Wimbledon to August Holmgren from Denmark.
Can you believe the scoreline in that match?
4 tie breaks. And the set that wasn't was 7-5. Holy moly.
Yeah, that's a lot of tennis, isn't it, for one tennis match? Imagine, by my mathematical tally, that's 64 games. That's a lot of tennis, right?
Unless you're John Isner and Nico Mahou.
Correct.
That's a set. Isn't that right?
Game Machac.
But again, it's just, you know, we easily focus on Fonseca being so young. And
2 against all.
Calendar-wise, a little older, but hasn't been doing this a long time. 2 years ago, here at the U.S. Open, he was in the qualies. Didn't get out. Last year, he made the 16s. Beat Korda.
Yeah, that was a good run.
Lost to Draper in the 16s.
Yeah, there are 2 big left-handers in the draw who I think you have to keep your eye on. maybe
15-11.
they could have a major breakthrough. Ben Shelton and Jack Draper.
Right.
I mean, those two guys, they've broken through, won Masters 1000 titles, and they're knocking on the door of majors. Again, you leave the ball on that side of the court at your peril.
13-11.
I think Machac is going to have to be a little more careful with his returns, a little more purposeful. Once you start getting in the rhythm, try and get it a little more off the forehand into the backhand.
Oh.
$14-11.
Yeah, this is the sort of the coin of the realm. First serve, first forehand. That's the foundational strategy for almost every player, men or women.
Game, Fonseca.
Some players like the first serve and then the first backhand.
I was just saying, Fonseca has hit a backhand so far, hasn't he?
Yes, he
One,
has.
I think I remember one.
Fonseca leads 3-2 for
As
set.
an add to, hit many on serve.
Time.
Say one thing, that's an interesting design on that shirt, isn't it? How come Medvedev didn't get one of those? Fit right in with him, wouldn't it?
Very stylish, yeah.
Love 15.
Yeah, the conditions here in New York, Ted, it is cooler, but these hard courts are playing fast. I think Machac has to realize that he's still in control of the point. He doesn't need to hit a winner necessarily there.
We have seen it on this court at least once in each day so far. For Machac, this is going to be a Davis Cup match. People are going to cheer when he misses.
Right, the crowd's going to be a factor, no doubt. And that's a bit of a psychological challenge, isn't it? And a bit of a stamina as well. It can be exhausting having to deal with that.
30-15.
That's a good shot selection there. It's heavy, And he's going after. He's playing aggressively, but also high percentage. He hit it into that big part of the court. Doesn't need to be on the line. It's got enough weight. And you can see he got the error. He got what he wanted.
Uh-oh. All right. Everybody holding up for a moment.
I like that he gets up with a smile on his face. How about that get?
40-30.
He just fell over. No slip.
He may have injured his pride, but that was about it.
Mm-hmm.
Game match.
Straightforward for 6 games.
First set.
No break points.
We were wondering and talking about teenagers making strides in the tennis game. And they've got the youngest men to play in the second round of all 4 Grand Slam events in the season. The youngest guy to do it was Goran Ivanisevic at 17 years of age, 11 months. That was back in '89. Forgotten that Goran was such a young sensation. That would have been something. Now, Fonseca's name is 7th on that list. And listen to the names. We're talking about how hard it is for teenage players to make breakthroughs. You got Becker, Borg, Alcaraz, Edberg, and Medvedev. And then Fonseca at 19 years, 3 days.
Medvedev, I forgot he was that young, too.
18 years of age, 11 months was Andre back in '93.
Not up.
That is a classic Machac point. The speed to defend and then quickly up volleying with angle, challenging his opponent to move equally as well. Yeah, watch this shot. That's a lovely angle. A little drop shot from up high.
Just the second point Machac has won on Fonseca's serve. And so far, Fonseca's protected his second. 4 out of 5.
When you do possess a weapon like Fonseca's forehand, you can't hit it big every time, but certainly you have the green light when you're up on the baseline and there's a clear target.
Fonseca is new balls, please.
Easily gone through 4 holds. Now turn the corner to the back end of the first set.
Fonseca leads 4.
I think my grandson, 6-year-old grandson, has done that design in his first grade class, I believe.
Yeah, lots of color. Of course, the stylistic offerings of Machac involve his shorts. And he's from that family of players like Holger Rune and Marcus Garone. Strong legs. Any of their quad workouts, and they take pride in it as well. I think Rune was, hiking his shorts as well. If you've got the quads, you might as well show them off. Marcus Garone, a great American player, very powerful in the legs too. And that's a lovely volley on the stretch. Great coordination of that right front foot. Watch him step across the body, and the racket face is right there to go along with it. I mean, that's how they draw it up in the textbooks, Ted. Whoa.
Wow. 40-15.
Yeah, Machac, the first Czech man inside the top 20. You have to go back to when a regular top 10er was Tomas Berdych. Berdych was a very strong player.
That's
Other intriguing numbers so far is that this has been a perfect set at net for both. Fonseca 3 out of 3 and Machac 5 out of 5. Nice play.
Machac.
Even though Machac has dropped some points on the serve, no break points yet through 8 games.
Yeah, and that number you're talking about, those convincing numbers up at the net, it says a lot about when they come in. Nowadays, these modern players are very selective about when they come forward, and they're not going to come in behind just to bluff. They're going to come in behind something good. Increases their chances of winning. As Andy Roddick would say, you're not going to come in on a pair of twos. You got to come in on something good.
I like that.
Yeah, no bluffing in this era.
That gets, draws that kind of response.
15-all.
Yeah, Fonseca had some chances to do more with the volley. There he's defending. Yeah, maybe a little something special there. But the court coverage from the Czech, wow. Yeah, and look at the thumbs up from Fonseca. He knows he played a good point, came in second. What's going on? I guess he's not happy with that hat, or maybe it's waterlogged already or sweat logged. And you can see what Fonseca is trying to do. He's going to push this ball heavily into the corners. He's trying to extract the errors. He's trying to break this guy down. It's not easy.
14-15.
Did well after the hat change. He had to run up to the line to serve.
That's it. Fonseca.
It's still been a
Fonseca leads 5 games to 4.
strong serving
First
set.
set.
Fonseca's not been threatened at all. And we're at 5-4 on serve.
Time.
Now Fonseca getting his crowd going here, because this is what his first match was like for 2 sets against Kecmanovic. Kind of
Thank you.
not a whole lot of drama in the sets, and the first 2 both went to tie breaks. Fonseca trailed in both tie breaks and then just stole the last few points.
Love 15.
First left 30 we've had.
Love 30.
Interesting decision there. He went out wide, right into the Fonseca strength. Brave move. Got the point. 15-30.
Touch on.
Safely into the backhand in that exchange. I mean, these are big moments. You get to love 30, you have 3 chances to get to break point.
There it is on the 3rd one. It's a miss. And the first break point is a set point.
Use.
Erased.
That's clutch. I mean, Machac, by sort of these modern day standards, he's, I want to say small. He's only 6 feet. But
That is.
the way guys are getting taller, stronger, faster.
Advantage.
That doesn't mean you
Machac.
can't serve well and serve effectively. 2 good ones here, and he's got to add.
Game, Machac.
All right, so Machac served. Truly did serve his way out of that. And it's 5 all.
5 games all.
Yeah, that was
First
clutch.
set.
And that's a sign of a confident, experienced player. And it also speaks to the balance in his game. He does everything pretty well. And it's all tied together with these wonderful movement skills around the court. He's a fun player to watch. Maybe not as fun to play against because he gets a racket on everything.
I was watching Fonseca the other day and kind of echoing back in the first set here. Is there room for growth in his return game?
I think so. You know, we'll have to see if he can improve over the course of this match. It's a pretty heavy delivery coming at him. This is their first meeting, so he's going to have to get used to what Fonseca delivers.
Didn't think so. He thought it was out.
15 all.
It was out. Yeah, 15 all. And we didn't hear the.
Yeah, we didn't hear the machine.
Didn't hear the machine, but yep, score. So the ball was out.
14 love.
Oh, now they're so.
Okay. Well, sorry, folks. We're perplexed too. The chair, whose job right now is to keep score in today's world, said 15 all.
Game, Fonseca.
But instead, it's Fonseca holding it love. So, do we have another tiebreak ahead for this 19-year-old?
Fonseca leads 6 games to 5. First set.
This is where the pressure can build when the crowd's getting involved at moments like this. There's already pressure coming out to serve at 5-6. And then an error like that reinforced by the crowd.
Pinon. No. 13-15.
It just has to be a little tighter, Fonseca, on big points. You know, love 15, 15 all. Those are all such key moments. Doesn't need to press too hard. Just work the point. was a heck of an overhead.
14-15.
Not an easy ball, but he handled it.
And so we do land in a tiebreak.
6 games all, first set, tiebreak.
Great control. I wouldn't give it a big points on that. Well, you know about diving, Ted. You did the Olympic diving. What would you rate that one? 8.4?
Well, by my standard, that would be about an 8, 8.5. Judges in other countries know. Here's the deal. Fonseca won 2 tie breaks here 2 days ago. He's only lost 4 points on his serve the entire set. Fonseca using the crowd.
Incredible skills to defend. But the forehand was better.
Those quads served Machac well there, didn't they?
They sure did. And the splits going out into the backhand corner.
Oh. Aggression, but a miss.
You know, but that was one of those shots where you could say that was a good miss because he had a purpose. He was playing the game plan. You just got to knock down the next one.
This is Machac unfolding as it did for Fonseca 2 days ago. And each of the 2 tiebreak sets he played, Kecmanovic had a lead. And both times Fonseca didn't phase him, he came back. There it is now, lead for Machac. Trying to keep it on Fonseca's backhand.
Yeah, and Fonseca hasn't been hitting his backhand as well as his forehand, and Sure sign of the confidence he has in his game. The belief is strong.
Machac.
Yeah, that's. I'm sure the coaches will be thinking about that one. I mean, that's just got to get it into play. And Machac isn't applying any pressure there with that serve. Boy, what a setting, what a day. I mean, it is a little breezy today, but I don't think it's enough of a breeze to cause problems. Oftentimes you get later in the day in New York, the breezes can be an issue. For the moment, though, it's pretty pristine for the guys.
74 degrees here in Flushing Meadows, 44% humidity. You could not ask for better.
Absolute rocket of a backhand.
4-3 Machac.
So how about that? 2 backhand winners now from Fonseca.
God, look at that, straight as an arrow.
Get this back on serve.
And against a guy who can cover the net pretty well. Well, again, he took the attack forward. He felt he was in a pretty good position. You just wonder, was that passing shot going long? It was up high. Obviously, a little bit of topspin, so most likely he was going to dip in. So he played it, missed it. And he's got a 2-point gap he's going to have to deal with here at 3-5.
Winning a point he had to have. And now the tiebreak goes on to Machac's serve.
5-4 Machac.
The only game that had any threat in the set. 1 break point for Fonseca. Machac served his way out of it. 2 aces.
Machac.
Yeah, it takes nerves of steel to step up and drive the ball when you're in a tiebreak. Earned himself set points.
There's the put away for Tomas Machac. And he stops 2 years ago, junior champ. Last year, lost in the qualies. Now he has to come back from a set down against a seed. And the other thing that now factors in a little bit with Machac winning the first set is the length of match. Fonseca got ill during the third set. Was able to finish against Kecmanovic in the first round. And we were referencing this heavily. He has played exactly 1 5-set match. Not surprising at age 19.
But that's significant, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't possess the experience of playing such a long match.
It's a baptism for every player, isn't it? Men's side, obviously.
Sure is. And
to
prove
you can do it.
Yeah, some people say, well, it's just tennis at the end of the day. I said, yes, it is, but there's swings of momentum. After you're down a set, coming back, suddenly it's a 2 out of 3 set match. Can your body adjust to that? And a lot of it is the mental challenge involved. You got to ride these waves over the course of a long match. Games won, games lost, chances taken. It's a long journey to get the W in 3 out of 5.
Game, match. First game, second set.
Going back. This is what tests the memory of people like us. So 1989 U.S. Open. Quarterfinals. And it was still Armstrong Stadium then. Jimmy Connors. Now, this was 2 years before the memorable Jimmy semifinal run. He's in the quarters, and he's playing the teenager who had yet to prove that he could win the 5-setter. And Andre Agassi beat Connors that day in 5. Remember, that was the young Andre that was, for those who don't know, at the time, that was the Andre had been portrayed as more about style than substance. And it was him proving he had substance.
Yeah, that was a substantial win. A little bit of a rivalry there between the two, developing words spoken about this and that before. Growing intensity when that one was taken court. Boy, this is a little bit of a problem here for Fonseca.
Love 30.
Again, deep position in the court. Machac up in the blue. Yeah, spinning his wheels, you can see again. Remember, he fell, actually landed on his backside.
Let first service. That's it.
Played well behind his second serve. 9 of 12 so far for Fonseca.
Ooh.
15, Walter.
Man, that's about as bad an announcer jinx as you can have.
Well, that's something you've done well, I think, over your storied career. But that's a bad double fault. Bottom of the net. He just didn't get the timing right. He's got to go up and get that toss.
So first break points of the match for Machac.
13.
A nice adjustment. Brazilian fans are having a difficult day right now.
Ooh, an exhale for Fonseca.
Yes.
A lot of Brazilian fans thinking, whoa, could have been real trouble.
Advantage, Machac. Game.
Wow,
Machac.
we're having this. You could hear it a little bit in the background during that point. We have dueling.
Machac leads 2 games to
way.
love. Second set.
Dueling courts going on here because you have the tremendous Brazilian support here on the grandstand for Fonseca, and on court 7 nearby is Alex Ayala is playing her second round match, and you could hear it had to be the Filipino support. She's in Ayala, and Christina Huxa are in the first set.
Love 15.
Yeah, pretty good looking passing shot there. Machac had a play on the volley, but you could see it was a full stretch job. Not easy to convert that. The best time to get the break is right after you've been broken. We'll see if Fonseca can live up to that possibility.
That's the Fonseca we've seen, and he was going to run.
Love 13.
I always harken back to a guy you must have played. That had a little Fernando Gonzalez look to it. He was going to run in the 8th row to hit a forehand.
Biggest forehands of all time, the Chilean.
So it's Machac's
15. 30.
effort to see if he can get out of love 30. Fonseca has his chance.
And the Brazilian did a better job defending in that backhand corner. This ball he kept deep. He's got a little bit of a chance. Can we get back on serve here in the second? And a good serve. How well has Machac served when he needs it?
Yes, when he needs it. Good call.
Advantage, Fonseca.
Well, I guess you could say he didn't need the deuce point. He sure needs this one. Calm.
Deuce.
Yeah, he is definitely one of the best players in the world, using his speed to recognize chances. Look at how quickly he comes forward. He notices the ball's up high. Boom, quickly forward to take it on the fly.
I was get an idea why. I
Machac.
guess he's just from Czechia. We shouldn't be surprised. They all can play doubles.
Yes.
I mean, you see how good he is at net.
He
Machac,
does
13 of 17.
does so many things well. I mean, look at this execution. Really nice on the volley. And he doesn't volley through the court. He volleys with angle.
Game, Machac.
Machac
New balls, please.
does it. Gets out of love 30 and saves
Machac
2
beats
break
three.
points.
Draper out.
It's going to put Zizou Bergs in the 3rd round on the walkover.
He's got a great name. He also got a pretty good game, too, does Zizou.
Now, Machac has done what the people that have played Fonseca most of his first year on tour have had to do. You've got to find a way to neutralize the crowd.
Thirteen, 15.
Great reflex volley. And sometimes
14,
desperation is going to invent some way for you to get that ball back. I mean, watch, it just softens up the racket head enough to intercept. Nicely done. That's blue collar tennis right there.
Game, Fonseca.
The world of Leaf Shires, that's called Wisconsin.
Machac beats 3.
That's right, that's
games
right.
to 1.
I'd like to say Midwestern tennis, but acknowledging Tim and Tom Gullickson, the guys who really set the table for all of us. Coming out of Wisconsin in the Midwest.
Yep. USOpen.org, the official tournament website. The US Open app is phenomenal. It's on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. And of course, you can follow on the apps, the social apps, and you can join in hashtag US Open.
Boy, that was a friendly net court for Machac. Popped up nicely for him, landed in the center of the court.
If you're Fonseca, you have to have some hope that the last service game you had those shots, even though you didn't cash in.
Well, both guys are smiling a bit after that. I mean, Machac, he spends a lot of time on the court. Yeah, 80% of the time he takes it in the air, he's winning the point.
(40-11). Let. First service.
Give Tomas Machac credit, man. He has come out and just
Machac leads 4
thoroughly
games to 1, second set.
businesslike and efficient, taking all the vibe out of this court. He may come back and win this, I'm not saying, but the court announcer got just a little carried away the other day. Just, it happens to all of us. He labeled the number 49 player in the world a superstar.
That label could work for you. Yes, it gives you wonderful confidence, great sort of high-profile recognition. But the boys in the locker room suddenly look at you and they go, "This guy's a good win. He's a superstar." It's a little bit of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that serve out wide is so effective on these hard courts. It just keeps spinning away from you.
Machac leads 4 games to 2. Second set.
Fonseca takes care of his serve, and obviously that's a necessity. Get another look at the Czech's serve. Yeah, a set and a breakdown isn't fatal.
No,
but you'd certainly like to make some inroads.
That's the hold that Machac had from love 30 and 2 break points early in this set.
What, please?
Yeah, Machac is just applying all sorts of pressure. He's challenging Fonseca to defend in the corners. And so far, Fonseca just hasn't had the answers. I mean, I think he wants to try and take control more if he can.
Tell me if
that was a pretty good return.
If this means something. So it's short points in this match. Right now, Fonseca's +5 on short points. That's 4 or less. Anything 5 or more, Machac is +9.
Yeah, that's significant. I think Fonseca wants to play a little more first strike tennis. The longer the point goes, Machac gains control. A bit like that.
40-15.
And the problem is Fonseca's hit a lot of good shots today, but Machac just is covering the court like a blanket. And that can be frustrating. You start to overhit, press a little too much. Suddenly the mistakes appear. So you really got to stay within yourself. Play your game. Don't overdo it.
Let. Second service. Game Machac.
All right, so it's
Machac leads 5 games to 2.
Just again.
Second set and 1 set to
Stoic, sturdy, and a game.
Hit up the line, and Fonseca can't defend that yet.
Love 30. Fifteen 30.
Boy, that is a rock solid pass.
15-14.
And he just wasn't fooled at all. Does he go cross court? Nope, down the line, and he's there. And even from that deep position, just boom.
So 2 set points. How about that return by Machac to
And second set, Machac.
grab the set by breaking
6
serve.
games to 2.
Tomas
Machac leads
Machac,
2 sets to 0.
very impressive 2 sets lead. Something I've never done before. Win in 5.
15-11.
If only it were that easy, right? There's a lot of work involved. He's changed his kit. He's trying to come out here with a new start on a new set.
It's the moment I recognized Rafa Nadal was going to be something special, although no one could have predicted.
How special,
14, right? I mean, but it was 2006 Wimbledon. So he hasn't done anything at Wimbledon yet. He's won 2 Roland Garros by then. 2006 Wimbledon, he's playing an American who's a big hitter, Robert Kendrick, center court, either first or second round. Kendrick wins the first set. Kendrick wins the second set. So I'm sitting there watching, and here comes Rafa out to start the third set. And he comes out and he does the boxing dance that became a signature. And I'm saying, this is amazing. This kid just turned 20, and he's telling Kendrick, I'm still going to beat you. It's just going to take me 5 sets. He beat him in 5.
Yeah, that's a heck of a win.
It was unbelievable. The body language. It was incredible, the message he was sending.
And telling himself, too. A reminder to himself, right? The belief is still strong.
14-15.
He's missing too many backhands. Look at it. That's his coach, Guilherme Teixeira. Big influence on Mr. Fonseca.
Game, Machac.
Like many young people, Coach Teixeira said, you know, you got to put that phone down and start reading more books. And that's something that Fonseca has done. In fact, one of his favorites was Open by Andre Agassi. Which is a good read for anyone, even if you're a young up-and-coming tennis player. Maybe one of the best sports biographies written.
Well, I think the best.
Yeah, I think so.
The freshman class at Stanford University. For those around the world, you probably have heard of Stanford University, prestigious American school. Freshman class every year chooses a book to read and invites the author to come to this campus and speak. So last fall, they chose Open and invited, and Andre went to Stanford.
And he is an inspirational speaker, isn't he?
Phenomenal speaker. And and that's probably what, 12, 15 years after the book was written. And a freshman class that really never saw him play, students chose the book.
Allow 15.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the read. There's a lot of interesting stuff about tennis, but also his personality and the adversity he faced in his life. Oh, Andre, but he emerged out the other side. An incredible person.
He was here a couple of nights ago. The opening night gala was honored by the USTA Foundation for Andre for his work with education, which has been truly extraordinary.
$14, 15.
What, the Brazilian?
One game on
Portuguese?
Well, it's an international game.
I guess it is. Well, Fonseca's doing what he has. He's trying, and here's what's happening, right? They're trying to lift him too. That's it.
But the only good thing about being down 2 sets to love is you've got a little less pressure on you. You know, you can play more freely. If you've got some ideas about what you want to do, you can get it done without the pressure of expectation of winning.
And just to frame this, it's very early. On Sunday, day one on this court, Alex Ayala from the Philippines was serving at 1-5 in the third set. She held her serve for 2-5 and then lifted her arms in the air. She went to the chair to tell the crowd, come on. And the Filipino crowd did. They got behind her. She won the match from 1-5 down.
Ayala is a budding star and certainly driving tennis in the Philippines in a big way now.
White hat there again, Daniel Vacek, coach for Machac. Yeah, a little positive
30 all.
sign from Fonseca. Credit the fans, man. They're not giving up.
You can see what Fonseca's up against. He's got to hit 2 winners every point. I mean, that backhand up the line, I think, would have won the point against a lot of players. Look at this get. Now he's got to finish it up here. Cleans it up nicely cross court.
Yes.
Machac. Leaf, you gotta take note. Number 19 of 23 now at net. 83%.
Advantage, Machac.
It's a little frustrating. You know, 0 for 4 on break points, and I'm pretty sure Machac is, when he's been serving, you know, he's getting first serves in. There's another one.
Machac.
Impressed with how Machac has served under pressure. This guy's playing, but he's seated for a reason, right? This guy can play. Against a guy this tough.
Love 15.
And now he's in his own hole.
Love 30.
I mean, Fonseca's record on hard courts this year, 7 wins, 6 losses. That's at the ATP level, so he's got a good record. At the challenger level, he's 10-0. So it's at the challenger level, he's rock
a superstar.
Solid. Right, a superstar. But at the ATP, I mean, this is a different game here.
The big leagues.
Exactly. A wonderful play. One of the few times he's been able to gain advantage from out of the corners.
15-30.
And he's able to get in. Good recognition. I can move forward. That's a nice play. Just hasn't been able to see enough of this. A floating ball that he can volley.
All.
A danger point.
30-14.
Yeah, too many errors off the backhand side. This ball skids on this fast hard court. It's down low. He needed the extra volley.
What did he?
But he got it done.
Deuce.
Yeah, look at how Machac was already moving in that direction. Good anticipation.
Down, chance to get out of this game.
Advantage. Fonseca. Use.
Hasn't been a problem. Just second double. Fonseca's winning 63% on his second. Just a bad moment. Followed by a good moment.
And again, I like the decision right down the middle of the box. That's high percentage.
We've seen Machac do that a few times. Fonseca has his moment there to serve out of trouble. Keep his faithful, full of faith. Portuguese is a unique language. I tried 2 years back. I could not pick up any of the language, so I'm not. I said this 2 days ago. I'm not sure what the chant is. There's a shirt they're wearing. Fonsequizado, which is
yeah. Did you get the translation?
It's kind of a little just a stretch on his last name. It doesn't mean it. It's not an exact word. Fonseca, Latin, dry well. So, not sure why that is. His surname.
Well, as a failed Latin major at Princeton, I can assure you I can't help you with that.
There's the shirt. Thank you to our wonderful crew.
There you go.
Fonsequizado. It's just the best AI can come up with. It's a play on his last name.
30-11.
And I will tell you, that's the first time I've said that in my career. The best AI can come up with.
Yes. Fonsequizado. What is that? This guy is flying.
Well, he's been
40-11.
again, just more like the ruthlessly efficient player, but he got a little flash in that point.
Absolutely. Look at this little Pete Sampras. Normally Pete is coming in behind the serve with the flying smash.
just an exceptional day at net, as you saw. And it's been a good day for Fonseca. Exceptional for Machac.
Machac leads 3-2, third set. And 2 sets to love.
Score line, but something he's never done before, win a 5-setter. He's only played one 5-setter, which is completely understandable given he's just 19. His faithful, loud and proud, have been trying to urge him and lift him in this third set. But Leaf Shiras, the other guy here, Tomas Machac, has been like a fly swatter. Every time the crowd tries to do something and Fonseca tries to do something, and Machac just bats it away.
Yeah, this guy's been rock solid. There's been a fair amount of support for Fonseca here, and he has not let that bother him a bit. And as you said, Teddy, Machac hasn't really been around that long. Yeah, 3 years in the top 100, but 2022 he was 98. So in the last couple of years, this Czech player has established himself as a solid top 25 player.
And by contrast, this is the second main draw match ever at the Open for Fonseca. Played and lost in the qualies here last year. That's the
15-14.
The hurdle, maybe not hurdle, but a little bit of a challenge for Fonseca is that he's been fully booked on the hype train. And the only problem with the hype train is sometimes it races ahead of results.
And I think he has a foundational look in his game of being a clay courter. The way he's a little bit taller, he needs a little time on the ball.
And there's another part of this Machac day. He's apologizing for that, but he has been brilliant
4-2
at net.
Third set.
Even with that, you can call it an oops if you want. Machac is 23 of 27, 85% at net.
And it hasn't been the traditional, it's not serve and volley tennis, right? It's rally, transition. So it'd be something like John McEnroe, Pat Rafter, Stefan Edberg, where they come in off the ball. Really good stuff. 21st century attacking tennis or net play.
And he has 20th century shorts to show off those 21st century quads. Captain Quad, how about that?
Captain Quad is right. He's on the list with Holger Rune, Marcus Garone. Some of the other guys who pride themselves on their movement, power. And Machac last year, we said he finished the year at number 25 in the ranks, which is a brilliant season. Got to the semifinals in Shanghai and had to win over Carlos Alcaraz on a hard court indoors. Also in Geneva last year, he got to the finals and he beat Novak Djokovic. So, I mean, you're talking about a guy who can play at a very elite level.
This, again, what he has done is what you're listening, what you're hearing in the background are the Fonseca, the Brazilians fighting, trying to lift their guy. And Machac has not given them an opening.
14.
He has not been broken. Fonseca has had one game in each of these sets with a chance to break. And Machac is a game away from moving on.
5 games to 2.
Coach Daniel Machac watching. Joao Fonseca just turned 19 last Thursday. And the buildup has been immense. Therefore, you have to assume expectation is with it. Had a little mumbles going on during this last changeover.
Yeah, he's really talking to himself, trying to find it.
And there's no denying the upside for this guy is there. It's there for everybody to see. It just is what it is. It's upside. It isn't yet the now.
And I'm glad you mentioned his birthday, because there are a couple of important things to mention about that. And he is a Leo. And of course, you look at Jack Kramer, Rod Laver, Pete Sampras, and Roger Federer, all Leos. And of course, born on the 21st of August, that's a very special birthday. That's my birthday.
Oh, man.
So I have a special love for Fonseca. Even with that, I think he's still going to have a tough day here today.
Well, he celebrated. He played in this special Stars event with Del Potro here last Thursday, and then they had a suite in Ash Stadium for him to celebrate his 19th birthday. You were not invited?
No, I didn't know. Didn't get that one.
He holds it love, so Fonseca puts the match now back on the Machac's serve. And look, this kid,
Machac needs 5 against
I can say that. He's a kid. he's great for tennis. I mean, the following he's had, which has caused tournaments to have to consider that when you schedule him on a court, make sure you can put him on a place that can handle his fans. It's great for tennis.
Always a little more pressure when you're serving for a match, but certainly a little less when you can get these first 2 points. Three match points.
14-15.
And that's been, to me, very impressive, Leaf. I'm sure you think, watching Machac, is that he hasn't let that bother him. You're hearing cheers when he misses.
Yeah.
It hasn't rattled him at all.
No, he's kept his wits about him so well.
Machac next.
3 sets to love. 7-6, 6-2, 6-3.
Yeah, that was a performance worthy